But first, another hulking vessel is coming in with a load that's mega wide. The Savannah's captain has deftly navigated this monster ship all the way from Shanghai. But getting his ship into Rotterdam goes beyond even his expertise. Now it's time to put this 107,000 tons of responsibility onto the shoulders of Rotterdam's elite, the pilots. A special force whose only job is to bring these babies into port. They know Rotterdam like no one else. Navigating the tight corners of a docking berth is tough stuff, especially for the megaships. Boat-to-boat transfers are tricky at the best of times and downright dangerous at the worst. If the pilot were sucked under the ship, he would have no chance against the Savannah's 100-ton propeller. Approaching the port, a load this wide presents an incredibly tough navigational challenge. Imagine steering from the back, a ship the length of 3 city blocks, and you can't see 6 city blocks in front of you. From his helm, or wheelhouse, the pilot and captain have to peer over containers stacked as high as a 5-story building. Which means their visibility line crosses 2 ship lengths before they can see the surface of the water. Amazingly, these thin tug lines help keep the course. But if the Savannah overshoots her mark, they may not be able to stop her wayward progress. Pilot-to-tug communication is critical, since the pilot often can't see the dwarf tugs next to the ship. The Savannah is heading to the mother of Europe's container yards, Delta Terminal, the nexus of nearly 4 million containers per year. But before the mega-wide sidles up next to the Delta's massive cranes, she'll need to make one very important last turn. To make the hairpin right turn into Delta's docking bay, the Savannah needs practically everything her rudder can give her. If she side-slips, she'll crash into the oncoming container bay. The pilot begins her awesome right turn. As the Savannah hits the critical angle, the tugs throw their engines into the fight. But they can only do so much. And then the strain hits the breaking point. Her stern begins to slip closer to the docks. The rear tug scrambles to get their line reattached. As the remaining tugs heave their all to keep her on course. The rear tug finally reconnects his line to this giant. And the Savannah continues her turn. And keeps turning until she actually swings her whole stern around. And then